In today's video, we're going to do a deep dive into the Bitclub Network, the world's third largest cloud mining firm. We're going to go over all of the details, including the compensation plan. All that coming right up. The name of the game is compounding. You're either making it or you're paying. Lucky for you, you get to follow my trades. Let's make some money. What's going on, everybody? DJ NAD here, and welcome to Passive Profits, a series where I share the progress of my passive income investments and review new and upcoming investment programs so together we can make some money. So if you are not new to the crypto game, you have probably heard of a lot of the cloud mining platforms out there like Genesis Mining, Hash24, and a few others that are out there. And soon as you started to review them, you've ran into likely one of the two issues. First, with Genesis Mining, most of the time their contracts are sold out, you can't even get in. And number two, the entry point for most of them is not that affordable. You've got to have a couple of thousand or close to 2,000 at least for some of the Bitcoin mining contracts in order to even get through the door. But here we have one of the companies that is actually the third largest, as I mentioned, in all of the Bitcoin mining space. And we're going to get into all of the details on how it works and how you guys could become part of the company to earn with cryptocurrency mining. But first, if you've been enjoying the content here on my channel, I'd appreciate it if you can hit that thumbs up button and also leave a comment too. That helps to build the channel and it puts a smile on my face because it lets me know that you guys are enjoying the content. Before we get into the review, we always like to show the Investing 101 page. These are the fundamental core rules of investing. And if you're new, it's very important that you take a moment to pause this video and read through these, or even better yet, we do have a video in the description where you can click on and it goes over these 4 investment rules one at a time, and it explains why we heavily suggest that you follow them. So here we are at Bitclub Network. As I mentioned, it's a very, very massive cryptocurrency mining company. They're located in Iceland as well. And they've been around for several years now. And in the last couple of months, they've had more expansion than they had in the last few years combined. So cryptocurrency mining is exploding, and now Bitclub Network is starting to receive a lot of the customers that haven't been able to get into Genesis Mining or some of the other similar type of companies. They're all coming over to Bitclub Network. Now, the one important thing that I'm going to mention, but there is a solution for it, is that they do not allow United States citizens to join. But if you are physically in the US and you're not a citizen, or if you were curious as to how people are joining, anyhow, there is a video in the description that you can learn a little bit more about that. Since I'm in the US, I have partnered with one of my colleagues overseas where I'm going to help them promote their account in return for them helping me with a different platform, so that it's going to allow me to bring you guys the Bitclub Network review and we can all be part of the same team. So as I mentioned, they have affordable plans to get involved. It's a $99 fee. It's a one-time fee. And then you have access to buy what they call shares in a pool. And that's what makes this a little bit different than Genesis Mining and some of the other ones where you're buying a specific amount of terahash. Here, you're buying shares in a pool. So basically, it's almost like buying shares in a company where as the company's value goes up, so does your share. So the same thing here. Each one of these packages is a share. These 3 particularly are for Bitcoin mining. And they also have some massive GPU mining rigs as well. There's videos for all of that show you their cryptocurrency mining facilities. You can see all of the computers, the massive fans and all that. This is a real company. They are doing billions of dollars worth of business now. So there is no concern here about them running off your money or it being some type of high risk, high yield investment program. These type of investments are lower paying, but they are lower risk as well. But what makes it worthwhile is the length of these contracts. For instance, here with Bitcoin, we have 1,000 days worth of cryptocurrency mining, and inherently built in is a repurchase feature that a part of your earnings goes into purchasing new hardware and new what they call partial shares, so that you can continuously build your shares in the company and build your earnings as well as time goes on. So that's awesome. 1,000 days just for that initial one. And as you do those automatic repurchases, those go out further and further and further. So you could potentially go out much further than the 3 years here with those. There's 2,000 days for the GPU mining contract. So that's a really, really awesome thing as well. And here there is no repurchase. You could do that manually if you want. You can buy newer packages, but both of them are great options if you're looking to get into the cryptocurrency mining. Now, one thing I always like to show is transparency. Of course, this company is a legitimate, real company. You can even visit their offices. I think they do it by schedule over in Iceland. But even easier than that, you come over to blockchain, you go to charts, and you just scroll down here where it says hash rate distribution. And what this does is it shows you the name of the companies that are responsible for what percentage of the world's cryptocurrency, or specifically Bitcoin transaction mining. So as you see here, Bitclub Network, as of today, is responsible for 1.7% of all of the Bitcoin mining. And these numbers change all the time. Just a few days ago, it was more around 3 and 4%. Now, the important thing is with Bitcoin mining, there must be a continuing of upgrading of the equipment in order to keep up with the ever increasing difficulty. So you'll see some of these will start falling down in numbers, but at the end of the month or the following month, as they purchase new hardware, the numbers start to creep up again in the amount of transactions that they're able to solve. So that is what makes it awesome as well, is that your shares and the repurchasing of the shares also increase your earnings as the company buys new hardware and their share of the market transaction starts to increase as well. But as you see here, Bitclub 1.7, Bitcoin.com down here 1.2, and Bitfury at 4.6. Now these are the individual companies. Up here we have different types of splits. These are mining pools from what I understand, and that's why they have such bigger shares. Nevertheless, this is how you could always check if a company really is that big in the mining world. You can see them here on the blockchain directly with their hash rates. Now, on the compensation page, they basically explain how you get paid. They always actually clarify that there's no guaranteed daily income. This is cryptocurrency mining, so it's not like they're going to give you 1% a day or anything like that. This is all dependent on the price of Bitcoin and their share in the marketplace and so on and so forth. This is pretty much standard across the board. But what's probably the most exciting thing is that we are now in the middle of November as of the time of this review. The information I've received says that for the next 3 months, they're going to be doing some upgrades to almost quadruple the amount of petahashes that they currently have at the moment, which means that everyone who's currently in is going to be able to take advantage of those increases in Bitcoin mining earnings. So you're definitely going to want to be part of it. And I would assume at some point with the bum rush of new people that are coming in, they're going to close the doors again the same way Genesis Mining has closed the doors, as Bitclub has already done that once before in the past. Now, in addition to the money you're going to make just from your investments, if you were interested in also doing referrals and referring some people to it to make extra income, this is where the Bitclub Network really shines. It's in the amount of bonuses that you get for bringing other people onto the platform, or for people just simply signing up with your link. If you have a YouTube channel or if you are a network marketer, they pay some really lucrative bonuses for that effort. They have about 5 different ways to make money off their platform. We have binaries, binary matching bonuses. There's a ranking system, level up bonuses, full shares, generational bonuses. I mean, it's just insane. Residual infinity bonuses. There's all of these great things. And the reason for it is the owner of the company, the man who started it, he actually came from the MLM world, and he understands the power on how to grow a company with really good affiliate structured programs. So he brought that over to the company, and that's one of the main reasons why they've grown so fast. Now, as I mentioned, if you are physically in the US, your IP being in the US, you're gonna get this message stating that they don't allow the service in the US, and they explain because the US is not friendly to Bitcoin, and it's basically trying to force every big company to register in all 50 states in order to do business here when it comes to Bitcoin companies. And that just doesn't make sense to most of the companies. So they just decide to completely leave out the US. But as I said, you have a couple of choices. You can partner with somebody outside the US where they have the account and you just help them build their account. Or I have a video in the description that just goes over some of the other ideas in order to be able to join. So when you click on the link in the description to sign up, it'll take you to a landing page for Bitclub. You can read some more information about it. And down here is where you would create or enter your name, email address, and you don't have to put your phone number and the country that you're in. and click on sign up. Under sponsored, it says B Blake. That's the name of the person that I'm working with that is outside the US. So that is normal. And then the next page you're gonna get is a page letting you know you need to click on the email link in order to verify your account. Then after that, since you didn't create a login name and a password, you're gonna have to create that on the next turnaround. So you can't log in here under member login when you first create your account. You need to log in here just by putting in your email address. Then you hit log in, and that's gonna prompt you to create your login and your password. Then once you create the password and hit the next button, you'll be taken to a page where it'll ask you to go ahead and submit the $99 in order to sign up for the Bitclub Network. That's a one-time fee that you don't have to pay again. And then it'll allow you after that to purchase the mining contract, either the 500 or whatever purchase level you're looking to buy. So that pretty much summarizes my review of Bitclub Network. So I'm definitely very excited about this opportunity. In the downline for my colleague are going to be a lot of big network marketers. So you're definitely going to want to get involved in this if you are into marketing yourself and you want to take advantage of the network binary spillovers and things like that. It's going to be a very lucrative thing for you guys. I've also created a separate video just going over the compensation plan for those who are interested in building teams. I didn't want to include that long, lengthy thing into the main review video because it's a lot of little small tidbits, but in the description below, you'll see it as well. It's going to be called Bitclub Network Compensation Plan. You can click on that and we go into all of the details there. If you've been enjoying the videos on my channel, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. That lets me know you guys are enjoying the content and puts a smile on my face to keep coming back every single day to bring you guys the good stuff. If you're not subscribed to my Facebook page, you should definitely do that now. That's where I post a lot of the daily updates throughout the day. That's facebook.com/DJNAD1. All right, so I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.